Welcome everyone to the Darien Ice House on this cold Tuesday night. It's me, Dylan Pescator, on the DAF Media Network, along with Austin Platt and Ted Brennan, and we are in for a good one. New Canaan and Darien, season series tied 1-1, and now here is the rubber match. Darien wins the face-off, and they'll dump it on in to start the game. Starting on D for New Canaan will be McKenna Harden and Maisie Koo. Starting at forward will be Kaylee Harden as she chases after this one. Grace Kroll and Courtney O'Connell. Ted and Austin, nice to have you with me today.
Yeah, Saturday was a fun one, so hopefully tonight will be equally as fun.
Let's do it again.
We have a change in net for Darien. In net will be Claire Haupt, number 1, rather than Ella Whitcomb, who played on Saturday night, giving up 4. Blythe Novick will be in net for New Canaan. She was on Saturday, giving up 3. Donovan tries a pass to the middle, and she will ice it.
Yeah, Whitcomb had a bit of a tough night the other night, letting up 2 in the first and then 1 in the third, and of course the game-winning goal in overtime. So Coach Jamie Tropsa is figuring some things out and switching up the goalies to have a bit of a more favorable matchup.
And Austin, what did you see from Novick on Saturday night?
A solid game. A couple of times she got screened. That first goal, looking back at it, she wasn't screened as much by Nell Niffen, so she's going to want that one back. But overall, a solid game from one of the best goaltenders in the state.
Here's Toscano. She takes a shot. It goes just wide to the left of Novick. In the corner is Lexi Tully. She'll dump it out toward the left side wall and gets it out with the help of Kelly Benson. Darien looking to clear it out of their own zone, and they do. A pass up the middle. Shot on net by Edwards goes wide. Edwards in the corner with Tully. Now Benson. Maggie Bellissimo getting her first shift of the night. Out with it is Tully, and she'll take it along the right side and dump it and go after it. Lexi Tully going to the net. Backhand saved by Haupt. The net comes off its moorings as Lexi Tully took it right to the net. A freshman. That's some aggressiveness, huh, Austin?
Yeah, we've seen that in the Tully family. That obviously Saturday night's game. Caitlin Tully with 2 goals, including the one-on-one against Morgan Massey that went through the legs of Whitcomb, but a solid play there inside of her own zone. You think she'd dump it in, go for a change, but the aggressiveness, you like to see it from the freshman.
Here's Tully, her sister, the overtime game-winning hero for New Canaan, behind her own net. She's on the line with Jade Lowe and Maddie Cloud. Darien now breaking out with it. Good play by McKenna Harden to keep them at the blue. Now Cloud has it in her own zone. She'll get it out to Lowe. Jade Lowe on her backhand enters the zone and goes and dumps it in. New Canaan will go for a change.
If I'm Darien, I'm looking for a much better first period than they had last game. A lot of sloppy passes, and they let in 2, so I'd look for them to have a tighter first period.
Donovan along the right side. New Canaan led 2-0 after 1. Darien with 3 goals in the second, and then New Canaan tied it up in the third. Donovan out to the point. Clark. Clark shot blocked away by Koo. Taken to the corner by Kroll. Kroll gets it out through the legs of Clark. Chasing after it is Harden. Icing's waved off. Darien gets it out to the neutral zone. It goes right back to the defense, and Harden will dump it in as she takes a spill. 3 minutes so far into this one.
Big benefit, of course, for Darien. They were supposed to play Wilton Norwalk McMahon yesterday. That game got postponed to Saturday, so they do have, both teams have the same 3-day rest.
Donovan along the left side. She'll dump it in. Amanda Benson goes on after it.
That rest was a big factor in Saturday's game. Darien had a bunch of games, and they looked very tired in that first period.
Niffen in front. A shot goes just wide from Raymond. And now a pass up. New Canaan on the break. Gets stopped by the Darien defense and cleared back out to the neutral zone. Now we have a 2-on-2 rush for Darien. Raymond takes a shot, shouldered away by Novick, and she covers. Sorry to cut you out there, Ted. What were you saying?
No, I was just saying that Darien had a lot of games last week, and Saturday, of course, was a culminating game against New Canaan, and they just came in very tired. So I think, you know, having that game or the Wilton game postponed is a blessing in disguise to give them some extra rest before a tough opponent like New Canaan.
Of course, Maisie Koo behind her own net now. Bang with Raymond. Now to Edwards. At the point is Miller. Miller's shot blocked by Harden's skate. Cleared out by New Canaan's Caitlin Tully. Now she'll take it on her backhand with speed. Tully to the middle, shot save, and blocked to the corner. Now to Cloud, left side boards. Back to the point, Koo takes a slap shot. It gets through, but wide. By Raymond, trying to get it out, but kept in by Harden.
That's
to the corner is Tully.
Something you saw last game. Darien had a lot of trouble getting it out of their own zone. They're doing a better job so far, but still having a couple of possessions where they just can't get it out of the zone.
Kroll on the forecheck against Miller. As she'll dump it out and go on after it. Darien going for a full change. New Canaan trying to catch him. Courtney O'Connell down the left side. She has some room. Courtney takes a shot, saved by Haupt with the glove.
Good awareness there from New Canaan, seeing that Darien was going for the full change. Harden up to O'Connell, the two of the three senior co-captains. Good link-up play there and a good shot from the left circle. Solid glove saves there from Haupt, who of course is in net for the first game. A solid game from her, only gave up 1 goal in the third period.
And that goal was to Grace Kroll, who is taking the draw for the Rams as we speak. 10:21 left in the first period. Chances on both sides of the ice as Stein has it beyond her own net. CeCe Stein using her skating abilities. Over to her teammate in Brown. Kelsey Brown, the sophomore, tries to throw it in front. It's blocked to the corner by Tully. Kaylee Harden along the wall, can't get it out, and then she does with her skate. Back to Lexi Tully, who switches to Benson. Kroll's going to dump it in and go for a change. Under 10 to go here in this first period. It looks like a better start for Darien, Ted. It looked like they were tired in that first period on Saturday, but they came ready to play here.
Definitely. So far, you've seen them be aggressive. Most of their passes have been completed, or at least a lot more than we saw on Saturday. Doesn't look like the fresh ice is getting to them as much as it did on Saturday.
Lexi Tully and Capelissimo collide, no call. Now here's Capelissimo again. Shoots, saved by Novik once again into the corner. Cleared away by Benson. Taken by her sister, Kelly. She'll go on in after it. Battling with Stein. Benson on her backhand, trying to center. Her pass is cut. And cleared out to the neutral zone by Darien. Low on the forecheck for the Rams. This line has some jump. Maisie Koo back out to the point. Her shot blocked to the corner. Koo keeps it at the blue. And now some battles in the neutral zone. Austin, what did you see from New Canaan, after that second period as Tully comes in and takes a shot over the net, that they were up 2-0 and then they kind of fell behind. They kind of took it for granted.
Yeah, well, 2 of the goals were on power play, so that's just something easy there. Stay out of the doghouse. And they did that, and the other goal that was scored was the one in front. I thought there was a deflection.
As we have a chance in front and goes just wide. New Canaan definitely coming out firing once again as we have another icing call here in this one.
Yeah, it's a solid play here from New Canaan. Good, doing a really nice job on the forecheck. The junior line, a line that didn't have too much success on Saturday night. Of course, O'Connell and Kaylee Harden had 2 of the goals, and Tully had the other 2. But that third line of Benson, Rayer, and Flato really had some success, as New Canaan will have a face-off, and they will lose the draw.
Now here's Kaylee Harden. She had Benson at the point, decided to go back below the goal to Kroll. Her centering pass was cut by a Darien defender. Courtney O'Connell still with it. Benson dumps it back into Kroll. First line by New Canaan doing a great forechecking job.
They did a great job last game, and that's what kept this puck in Darien's zone.
Now a breakout. Along the left side goes Edwards. She'll dump it on in behind the net. Tully on defense along with Harden. Here's Raymond and Harden going together. Harden will pass it back to the left side of the ice, and skating with it is Kroll. She'll take it 1-on-3. Takes a shot, it's blocked, and she'll go for a change at the end of her shift.
Both these teams are really being aggressive here behind the play when their teams are changing. Both these forwards on both ends are going after and trying to get a shot on net.
Kelly Benson back on the ice, past the halfway mark of this one. Darien trying to break it out on the right side. They'll pass it to the middle and find Brown. Brown loses the puck. Back to Flato. And clearing it will be McKenna Harden. Not much flow in this one just yet. Both teams really feeling each other out as Brown passes across to Edwards. Her shot is blocked away.
I mean, Dylan, after 2 games against each other, you'd think that these teams would have a pretty good understanding of each other, but it still seems like they're just playing around with each other.
Absolutely. Just seems like they can't find a flow just yet on this Tuesday night. Brown had a chance in front. It was blocked away before it got to Novick. Kelly Benson tries to get out. She cannot. Here's Martin. And New Canaan clears it out to the neutral zone. Skating with it is Kate Bellissimo, a feared forward in this FCAC division.
He had a good game last game, 2 points off of 2 assists.
On this very scary line of Donovan, Bellissimo, and Niffen.
Top 3 scorers.
Coach Tropser decides to put all his top scorers on one line, and with their record so far, I can't disagree with it.
Especially not in this game when really it's the last big one of the year, even though technically the seeds are already finalized.
Here's Tully, a 1-on-2 situation. The puck's deflected off her stick. But Duquesne does get it in the zone. Kroll goes down, and we will have a penalty. Grace Kroll draws the first penalty of the night. It will be on Darien for tripping. Specifically, it will be on Kate Bellissimo, and New Canaan will go to the power play. Austin, what are you looking for here?
Looking for them to just set up their power play. I believe they only had 1 on Saturday and could not convert. But you definitely look for this team a high-powered power play. Of course, Darien without Bellissimo is now in the box, who's someone you'd be afraid of on the shorthanded end. Keep this puck in the zone. They've done well for the majority of this first period. Got a couple of shots on net and see what Hops has got back there.
So it'll be Harden, O'Connell, Kroll, Koo, and McKenna Harden on the back end of this power play for New Canaan. Into the corner now, back at the point, Harden. She'll wait, takes a shot, deflected to the slot, but kept in by number 19. Now over to Koo. Cross ice pass to Courtney O'Connell, can't connect, and it goes behind the net. Now Kroll, she'll try to pass it back to the point. Koo takes a shot, just missed to the right side. Goes back out to Courtney O'Connell, now to Harden. Back behind the net, kept in by Koo on the left side. Koo plays it safe to Kroll. Back out to the freshman defender, gets caught up in her skates, and New Canaan will have to touch up on the delayed offside.
Good clearance.
Some good passing there, Austin. Just couldn't get a shot off.
Yeah, there's that all-star with that one bad pass to Courtney O'Connell over on the left. She couldn't corral it, and then New Canaan could just never control the puck until it finally came out of the zone.
Darien with another clear here off the glass. 1:05 gone by in this PK for Darien as New Canaan breaks out once again. Courtney puts it through the skates of Maggie Bellissimo, who's on this PK, but can't get it much further. Another clear by the Blue Wave.
For a younger defensive team, they're doing a great job here on this PK. Of course, last time the one PK they had was a successful kill, and right now they're pretty successful, but of course we all know the announcer's curse, so we might be seeing a goal in the next couple seconds.
Courtney O'Connell tries it on the half wall, turns it over, and another clear by Darien and caught by Tully. Tully's so calm with the puck. New Canaan in between a change. Was caught with too many men as Benson has it. Darien getting in those passing lanes for New Canaan. And they get another clear to the neutral zone. 2-1. We're back to even strength action here. New Canaan turns it over. Here's Edwards. Edwards trying to pass to Raymond. She can, and now Amanda Benson on the right side. She loses it to Stein. Cloud tried to pass the middle of the ice. It goes to Edwards. Now back to Massey, and she'll dump it in.
That was a good play by Stein there. Benson had someone to her left for a 2-on-1. We know Amanda Benson is one of the more forward, offensive-minded defensemen on this team.
Here's Bellissimo. Now a shot blocked by Benson. Off the stick of Raymond. Taken by Lowe and cleared out.
It's a good
She'll
pass
go chase
to the slot.
after it as well.
It's a good pass to the slot by Bellissimo. Just unfortunately, there were just one too many people in there to slide it in.
Low in the corner to Tully. Benson over there as well. Benson now walks to the slot, takes a shot, it goes short side wide. Another turnover here in the neutral zone. Koo will play it safe. She takes a hit and dumps it on in. Turnover here in the slot. Benson takes a shot. It's just wide. Now in the wraparound chance, Rayer, another shot. Halp makes the save. Loose in the slot. And then Darien takes control on the right side. First shift from Catherine Rayer today, Austin.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of this third line tonight. The freshman Ray here, of course, we know Buin likes his frosh, and there's an icing there on New Canaan.
We have a quick shout out to make. It is a collaborative effort stream today between NCTV and DAF Media. It's being simulcast to, of course, the NCTV and the DAF Media Network YouTube channels. And, of course, DAF Media is a joint venture between the Darien Athletics Foundation and the Darien Foundation. That's for all our sponsors out there.
Some good reading there, Dylan.
My first time ad reading. Not usually good at talking pretty fast, but, you know, when words are on a script, I can make them out. Nell Niffen along the left side, tries to throw it in front. Cut pass by Courtney O'Connell. The left side is Bellissimo. Darien trying to get some chance here at their top line is Donovan. 1:30 left in the first. Lexi Tully makes a nice move on Niffen. And a nice pass to Kaylee Harden. Harden along the right side, using her speed. Tries to go to the inside and does. Kaylee Harden on the backhand, loses the puck in the slot. A good effort nonetheless. Benson tries to dump into Courtney O'Connell. Kroll tries to throw it on net. It doesn't get there, gets to the stick of Stein. Massey will try to dump it out. Kept in by Benson. What a job.
Miranda Benson had a really good start to this game on both sides of the ice.
Puck on net here. Patted away by Novak to the corner. Kroll tries to dump it out, hits an official, and goes out of play. So 46 seconds left in the first. Chances on either side. Ted, that first line of Darien looks real good. They're going to need some efficient scoring and some efficient shots from their other lines as well.
Yeah, I mean, they have the right idea. They're trying to get it into the slot, but unfortunately, there's just so many people there in that area. So Darien's going to have to look to maybe play a little inside-out hockey where they go in, they go out, and they maybe try to take a shot from the blue line or two, because that last game they had Morgan Massey take a shot from the blue line, and that went in. And, of course, they had the Nell Niffen tip in. Try to get some more screens on New Canaan. The slot just doesn't seem to be working as of right now.
Scano lose the face-off to Cloud. A lot of cut passes here in the slot for New Canaan. It seems like that's really that box-like defensive structure that they're playing so far today. Pass up to Caitlin Tully. Caught in her skates. She's trying to dump it in, but cannot. Comes back out to McKenna Harden. Tries to go over low. It's a pick play by Darien. Cloud trying to get out, but just cannot. 9 seconds left here in the first.
The last push.
Cloud along the right side boards with Toscano. Puck goes up in the air, 2-1, and we're at the end of one. Scoreless. That's something new to say. We got a lot of goals last game. 0-0 after one here on the DAF Media Network. Dylan Pescator, Ted Brennan, and Austin Platt. It's going to be a short intermission here, but we'll be back in a minute or two.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
And we are back here for period 2. Both teams will switch sides after 1-0-0. Dylan Pescator, Ted Brennan, and Austin Platt on the DAF Media and NCTV 78 YouTube channel stream. 0-0 after 1. Ted, what did you see from Darien? Was it a better first than it was on Saturday night?
It was definitely a much better first. Darien started completing on more passes. They felt more confident, or at least it looked like they were more confident. They were getting more pucks into the zone. Unfortunately, they weren't converting on a lot of those passes, but they just seemed more confident, and they seemed ready to play this time. They weren't tired, and they had a better time getting the puck out of the zone.
And Austin, what did you see from New Canaan in that first period?
It was kind of a somewhat dull period for both sides. Not too many chances. I think that's just the way how you play each other 3 days before. That's kind of how you expect it with two really good teams, and both teams have the exact rest. So not too much that you could complain about if you're Bulin, but just get more pucks on net as we see one here.
Puck is thrown on net from the neutral zone. Haupt will make the cover. Not much action for each goalie in that first period. Both teams filling each other out. Here's a line that hasn't played much just yet. Austin, Flato, Raher, and Benson. But you said Kelly Benson has had a good first period. Yeah,
in the limited time that they were on the ice, we saw a lot of them on the ice in Saturday's game, but we're starting to see the second line, the all-junior line, out a bit more. But this third line is lethal, and the depth in the pass is why New Canaan's been so successful.
Edwards clears it out to Benson. Over to Tully, a tip in by Raher. Negates the icing. Here's Miller. Miller tried to pass to Toscano. It's cut and cleared back into their own zone. Toscano now with a rush. On her backhand, try to throw it to the middle. It's Edwards. Edwards with a shot. Her shot deflected, and Novik makes the stop. Now Tully coming back for New Canaan. Kaylin Tully goes to the outside. Morgan Massey gets the best serve for this matchup. In the corner is Lowe. She gets taken down by Massey. Some physical play here as we start the second. Miller along the boards and clears it out.
When you play each other 3 times, it's going to be chippy. Because especially with the season series tied 1-1, you know, you're doing everything that you can to get that win and get the bragging rights.
And especially Massey and Tully, of course, what Caitlin Tully did twice to Morgan Massey on Saturday night. She's going to want to prove that as a sophomore on defense that she can hold her own.
Absolutely. Now a cut pass by Maggie Bellissimo. She has in her own zone.
She had a good game on Saturday as well. She had 1 goal and 1 assist, 2 points, just like her older sister.
Kroll into the zone. Bellissimo had the 3rd goal for Darien on that 5-on-4. Pass to the slot. Went over the stick of Courtney O'Connell. Clear out by Brown. Benson trying to take on a whole team of Darien Blue Wave forwards and defenders. Bellissimo will clear it back in. Edwards tries to throw it in front. It goes up. Novik can't glove it. It's in the slot. New Canaan will clear to the right side. Rayer tried to start a rush. Lost the puck, now picked up here by Flato. Flato back out to the point. A shot deflected wide. Now Rayer tried to throw it in front. Cut off by Stein. Flato behind the net to Tully. Kicks out to Edwards and she'll clear down. It will be another icing.
It's 3 icings on Darien already.
And of course, in this FCI girls hockey rules, it is not as if icing keeps your players on the ice, but it's just not something you really want to force yourself into a lot.
Who wants to have the puck in their own zone? I mean, if you're going to ice that much, you know, you just never want to have the puck in your zone, especially against a lethal New Canaan team that put up 2 unanswered in the last game.
So here's Bellissimo. Pass up to Niffen. Niffen using her speed goes to the backhand. Pass across to Donovan, didn't connect. Kane will take the puck and clear it out to the neutral zone. A lot of passing here as Tully dumps it in and is going to go after it. Tully with 2 goals, including the game winner last game. Cloud finds Tully. Trying to go behind the net, battling with Massey. She knows her well. Niffen along the wall finds Koo. Koo moves in, takes a shot, deflected and down by Bellissimo. Now a breakaway. Here's a chance for Niffin with her speed. Now Niffin loses the puck. A great back check by the New Canaan forward. Here's some action, boys.
I believe that was actually the defenseman. That was Maisie Koo coming back to help out her D partner, McKenna Harding.
Puck moves in front. No one knows where it is. Thankfully, Koo is there.
Another good play there by Koo. Freshman and senior on defense.
As we get another icing. And that's the key of the game. We saw a lot of chances, especially on Saturday night. Shots from the point, like you pointed out, Ted. That was another chance as Koo let one fly. And we know she likes to shoot. She has, 3 shots already in this one. Four and a half so far into this second period.
This will be a good chance for Darien to try and get something. Maybe look for a blue line shot with Stein.
They have to win the faceoff, and they do. A shot goes wide. Trying to clear it past Stein is New Canaan, and they do. On that last shift, Ted, we saw the speed of Nell Niffin almost getting behind 2 defenders. And a great pass by Bellissimo. That line is really showing up tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Jamie Trops is, put his top goal scorers on that or I believe it's their second line. So he's doing everything he can to get the win here.
Raymond with a shot, blocked down by Novik. A good save on the New Canaan end.
Yeah, Novik was lucky that there was no one there for the rebound. She's had trouble the last couple of games holding on to pucks, which is so key, especially against a team like Darien that will usually feast on those rebounds.
Absolutely. Wonder why. She definitely hasn't, closed that glove as much as she has needed to. Here's Benson trying for a rush. He turns it over. Now some ice for Darien with Stein. Stein has Raymond to her left. She takes it herself, tries a shot. It's blocked down by Harden. She feels that one in the shin pad. Now Amanda Benson clears it out. Touch to Darien stick, according to the official, and Haupt will play the puck.
Yeah, it barely went off of C.C. Stein, the junior's stick, but just enough to negate the icing.
Edwards trying to chase after it. Battle the third lines here. Back to Edwards. He takes a shot. Blocker down by Novik. Shots on net here. McKenna Harden drives a Darien forward into the board. Stops on the diamond, switches across the other side of the ice. Catherine Rayer starting to rush now for the Rams. Rayer with Massey. Benson behind the net. Puck goes to Gretchen Edwards, but back behind the net. Now Rayer tried to wrap around Jet. Still loose. Rayer shot. Another shot from the point. Benson now has it. Still loose in the slot. Flato there, and they score! Catherine Rayer, and it's 1-0 Rams.
Classic pinball in the middle of the slot. No one could get it out, and finally Catherine Rayer's the first one on it. The quick wrister. And beats Haupt, who definitely didn't see that one. And New Canaan gets that first goal midway through the second period.
And Austin, that was a player that New Canaan pointed out as we're looking at the replay. It might have been Benson.
It's going to be Benson, I believe, 11. Yep, she's going to get the last touch on that. Rayer celebrated as if she scored, but it's going to be the senior Kelly Benson who's going to get credit.
Definitely hard to see from where we're standing as both were going for the puck, but it's 1-0 Rams nonetheless. And both players were players that, the girls hockey captains spoke to us about and pointed to us as underrated when we spoke to them in their interview, Austin.
Yeah, that was kind of a unanimous decision, but good to see this third line get some more points and prove to Coach Buren as we wind down this regular season that they can be relied on in the playoffs, especially against teams that aren't as good. Of course, Darien and New Canaan by far the 2 best teams, so the first couple of games you see them are going to be, some would say, blowouts, so you're going to see the third line a lot.
Clear out from New Canaan to the neutral zone. Now Stein to Niffin.
She's been playing more offense this game. Last time she was more of a hybrid forward defender. This time more on the offensive side.
Try to go her backhand, loose in the slot. Niffin tried a shot. It bounced to Novik, and she'll cover as we pass the halfway point here in the second.
Niffin, a huge David Pasternak fan, wants to finish like him. Unfortunately, not able to finish there. And that's your TV12 stat of the night.
Now, Ted, you told me between the first and second that the stream wasn't working for all of us. Hopefully, the stream is working now, and they heard your stat because, we will hopefully be able to include more as we go along. from the people that did watch and fans of both teams told me personally that they loved your stats. Raymond with a shot, glove down by Novak. She can't control, but it goes to the corner. That along the wall. It kicks out here. Here's a 2-on-1 for New Canaan. Here's Harden. Has Courtney O'Connell try to pass it across, and it got deflected in the air and down. Back to Harden. Her shot blocked. Still loose. Toscano comes up with it.
That last defensive play, sorry, Don. That
go.
last defensive play, Massey just kind of didn't do much. He just kind of drifted over and collided with the New Canaan player. So good defensive stand there by Massey.
A key deflection as well.
Another rush by Harden. She takes a shot. Stick down by Haupt. A pass up to Bellissimo. The freshman trying to control. She does along the right side wall. Tried to throw it in front. It found a New Canaan stick. And they'll clear it down, but not enough power for icing. Stein takes it. The Rayer and Benson line back on for New Canaan. Take it now is Kelsey Brown on her backhand. She has some speed. Brown forehand shoots just wide to the short side. Sophomore showing some speed there, Ted.
It was a great opportunity. She just used her speed to get past the New Canaan defense and cut in, just a little too left. It looks like on that left post there.
She had, one of the fastest skaters in the FCI, Amanda Benson, twisting her hips and looking for some help on the back end from her D partner Lexi Tully on that one is a great chance.
A lot of Darien skaters are really, really quick. But honestly, in the 2 games that we've called, I don't think we've seen anybody faster than Brown.
Brown's been up there. Tully's been up there. Of course, Harden's up there. Bellissimo, both of them very fast. And that's what the defenders of both teams are told before the game, to make sure no one gets behind you.
Speed kills.
Puck to the left side, Tully. She'll try it out, kept in by Darien. Shot in the slot. Novak dives and covers as that first line is back on for Darien, the scoring line.
That's a bouncing puck right there. Good job by Novak to get on that. Last game, she had some trouble hanging on to the pucks.
Same thing tonight. No.
Absolutely. We've seen some shots as she covers another one. That was a quick one. And she was paying attention, so she made the cover, but definitely with her glove and her blocker, some that are coming right at her, it seems like she's having some trouble just covering and letting up some rebounds, which could definitely lead to chances from the opposing team, whether it be Darien or any other team they play. Darien with the face-off win. Donovan below the net. Massey will dump it on in. Blue Wave looking for redemption, looking to tie it up. Pass to the slot. Novak with another cover. It seems as though the New Canaan defense, Austin, is really guarding that net and not really letting a lot of, screens or deflections come into play.
Yeah, that's just a good adjustment there from Coach Buellen, as we saw Kaylee Harden slip right as she came off the bench. But that's an adjustment you have to make, and especially when your goaltender isn't covering as much as she usually does, got to make sure that you don't allow any second chance opportunities.
Back to the point. Now to Stein. She takes a shot blocked down. Niffen tried for the rebound, but it went out to Courtney O'Connell. Kept in by Darien.
Dylan, if I'm Darien, I'm looking to get a little more screens on Novak. That seemed to work a lot last game. But I just don't know if Darien has enough time to set something up because his New Canaan defense has been swarming.
Courtney O'Connell with a shot saved by Haupt, and she covers. And especially on that first goal, Haupt was in a very tough position. There was so many bodies in front of her, so many people going for that puck, and Benson just got her stick on it, and that's the type of goals you're going to get, in the classic New Canaan Darien game.
Some of the best goaltenders in the world can't even stop some of those, so it's nothing to hang your head on if you're Haupt. She's still having a very good game.
Of course, in a very good year at that. Minimal goals given up by her, 4 or 5 on the year to be exact. Under 5 to go here in the second period as Lexi Tully starts a rush. Massey on D. Tully tried to drop pass. It didn't work. Raymond and Toscano on a 2-on-1. Kelly Raymond moving on in. Shoot, saved by Novak. That's a big one. Her biggest save of the night. Back out to the point, Massey. Trying to find Raymond, cut pass, and cleared off the glass. Ted, that was a big chance for Raymond.
Yeah, Raymond, she was right there, and, you know, Novak just took the wood and knocked it away.
And a turnover, Lowe shoots just wide. A rebound, she gets it. Tully was there, another shot, oh, Tully just missed it wide. A penalty is going to be called here on New Canaan. It's going to be Caitlin Tully for checking. But 3 grade A chances by the Rams, and they cannot finish.
Whew. Darien is really lucky there. The rest of their D-line was going for a change, and then the puck came to 2 New Canaan players. It was Jade Lowe, the first one on it. That shot went wide, and then Tully was right there. Rebound came right to her. She had 2 chances, then went for the backhand wraparound. Couldn't quite go, but on the other end, Toscano and Raymond were on a 2-on-1. Toscano was a bit behind the play, and a good job there from Benson. You always want to let your netminder know what's going to happen, and it was clear there was going to be a shot, and Novak made the biggest save of the night.
Now Darien will set up their power play from going to almost being down 2-0. Now they have the man advantage. Stein at the point, her shot deflected to the corner.
If you remember last game, Darien had back-to-back penalties. I believe it was in this second period, and they capitalized on both of them.
Bellissimo shot save, and Novik makes the cover with no rebound opportunity. 20 seconds down so far in this Darien power play. And you're right, Ted. I believe they were 2 for 2 on the power play, if I'm not wrong.
2 for 2, 2 for 3. It was a high percentage, to say the least. And they got their, you know, they got some good scorers out there, or at least in that first shift. I can't really see who's down there. I think that's, not going to guess. My eyes are failing me.
Bellissimo takes a shot. Donovan also on the ice with Niff in that first line. Brown also out there. Stein over to Bellissimo. Takes a shot deflected and just wide by Niffen. She had a deflection goal for that second goal by Darien on Saturday night.
Trying to replicate some success.
Bellissimo over to her sister. Back out point. Stein. She takes a shot. It was wide and blocked. Here's a chance for Harden. She'll go and chase it. Good speed there by Stein. She tries to make a move. Harden also goes down as well. And now a quick 4-on-3 rush for Darien as both the players try to get back into the play. Bellissimo had Donovan. Goes to the slot. Bellissimo shot saved by Novik. The rebound came loose, but she made the save and covered. What a pass from Kate to Maggie.
Great pass. Found her right in, I don't think it's exactly the slot, but it's right around that area. And Bellissimo tried to finish, hit her right in the chest, or hit Novak right in the chest, and Novak did a great job hopping on that loose puck.
That Bellissimo duo, of course, scored that third goal on the 5-on-4 after they scored on the 5-on-3 for Darien. What was their third goal?
It seemed as though the same play as well. Back behind the net is Koo. Trying to keep it in is Maggie. Benson on the PK for New Canaan, and she gets it out.
You got to imagine if that was the same play, New Canaan was probably ready for it.
Or trying at least. They must have saw that goal over and over. Of course, watching either the DAF or NCTV streams for their films. I mean, that's just confirmed. Raymond on the rush now, trying to make some moves on Benson. She gets it in deep and plays it safe. Koo now behind the net. 7 to go in this power play for Darien with under 2 in the second. Chance over Darien in the slot. They try to throw it across. It misses. Bellissimo. Tully out of the box now. Bellissimo behind the net, looking for a passing partner. Goes to the left side. A shot goes wide, short side. Stein now. She'll dump it on in deep to Edwards. Edwards defended by Harden. Darien playing behind the net more as Massey pinches up. It's a long shift for this New Canaan defense. Raymond keeps it going with the cycle. Now Maggie Bellissimo looks for a rush in front, turns it over, and New Canaan will start a rush. Here's Caitlin Tully out of the box. Using her speed, a great defensive play there by Caroline Clark.
She had a couple great defensive plays last game. Saved a goal on one of them last game, looking to pick up right where she left off.
Bellissimo stays on side with Niffen. Darien bringing out that line once again. Under a minute to go here in the second. Kaylee Harden. She'll dump it on in and go after it. Maxey takes a check from Harden as they battle in the corner. Niffen comes out with it. 35 to go. Niffen, pass up to Donovan. She has her, but she loses it to Lexi Tully. Great skating there by the freshman, Austin.
Yeah, and a good poke check there, using the stick, making sure Donovan's was high up so she could take control of the puck, and now New Canaan gets it all the way down.
18 to go here in the first. Courtney O'Connell behind the net. She has some room. Back out to the point. She finds Benson, who moves in, shoots. Oh, just wide. Just missed the far side post where she had room. Kept in by New Canaan with 6. Tully loses it. Back out point. Benson shoots it and blocked to end the first. A lot of action there. Way more action than the first period. 1-0 after 2.
Yeah, Coach Beal's looking for a call there. Kroll and a couple of the Darien skaters on defense went down, and that's why Benson couldn't go with the tough shot. She had to go for the wrister and try and place it in that corner without hitting her teammate, but a golden opportunity for New Canaan. They can't quite convert, but they have the lead, no complaints.
Kelly Benson with the goal for the Rams. 1-0 after 2. We'll get a full ice scrape between the second and the third. Dylan Pescator, Ted Brennan, Austin Platt, DAF, and NCTV networks.
We are DAF Media, Darien's hometown source for sports, arts, and entertainment, established in 2017. We Are Community, a volunteer-based organization that gives nearly 50 Darien high school students hands-on experience in video production. We Are Cutting Edge, a STEM initiative. Students use cameras, computers, sound equipment, and innovative software. We Are Live, streaming 120 events per year on our YouTube channel. We Are On the Stage. We Are At the Big Games. We Are On the Field. We Are In the Gym. We Are On the Move, live streaming not only in Darien, but throughout southwestern Connecticut and the tri-state area. We are making a difference. We are DAF Media.
Before we go to intermission, we would like to thank our sponsors. Thank you to the NC Rams Platinum sponsor, Walter Stewart's, has supported NC Rams athletics and the entire New Canaan community for years. Walter Stewart's is your fresh local market. Thank you to our gold sponsor, Club Sandwich. Club Sandwich is New Canaan's destination for fresh sandwiches since 1986. Then thank you to our silver sponsors, Performance PT, Educational Futures, the SIG Insurance Agencies, OSSM Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, Renaissance Partners, and Rand Insurance. Finally, thank you to our black sponsors, Ready Rooster, Shilala, 84 Sports New Canaan, the New Canaan Diner, NC Graphics, the Athletic Shoe Factory, Togs, Dr. Austin Feeney, the Lewis School of Driving, and Prudding and Company Custom Builders. The NC Rams All Sports Booster Club supports all New Canaan High School athletics. Let's go Rams. We'll see you back after the break.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England, all made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation Board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
I'm proud of the work the Darien Foundation has done over the past 20 years. If you live here, our work has likely impacted you, your family, and your neighbors. Since our founding in 1998, we've provided more than $4.2 million in grants, which create opportunity for Darien's youth, support our town's safety and security services, and enhance the overall quality of life in Darien through collaboration with community organizations.
As a family that's relatively new to town and planning to make this our long-term home, I'm grateful to see my community and my family benefit from the Darien Foundation. When I learned that the edible gardens at the elementary schools, the generator at the Darien Library, and the playground by the Sound were all funded by the same organization, I raised my hand to get involved. I'm proud to support an organization whose impact I see every day in our schools and throughout our community.
So far this year, the Darien Foundation has awarded $138,000 in grants to enhance our community. In 2013, the Darien Community Association opened a 4-acre bird sanctuary thanks to a grant from the Darien Foundation. The serene wooded glade has attracted numerous birds, bees, and butterflies, as well as more than 200 school children and other visitors. This year, they added a new pondless waterfall, as well as more trees, plantings, signage, and benches. In 1976, the Darien Historical Society and Darien High School students built the Middlesex, an authentic replica of the 18th century whaleboats. These were used by local patriots in the Revolutionary War to fight the British Navy in Long Island Sound. The Darien Historical Society is restoring this artifact so that it can be part of Darien's upcoming 2020 bicentennial celebrations. The live turtle exhibit continues to be the most popular attraction for children at the Darien Nature Center, which welcomes over 16,000 visits annually. A new forest and pond ecosystem will allow visitors to engage with several species of turtle that will live together in a 50-square-foot habitat that resembles their natural home.
This has been such a special collaboration between the Darien Nature Center and the Darien Foundation, because not only have they provided generous funding to us, but we've been able to meet with members of the foundation and our staff and talk about what is going to make the very best exhibit for the town of Darien, and we've really added value to the process by doing that.
The vast majority of food distributed by person to person is donated from local suppliers and businesses. A group of dedicated volunteers drives the brand new cargo van on these daily rounds, which each year account for more than $100,000 in collected food. Person to Person also has an extensive youth program, offering many Darien High School and middle school students their first experiences at volunteering.
Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have a beautiful new van. We're very excited about it, not only because it's new and it's safe for those who are riding in it and driving and going to pick up all the food, but also it speaks to the support of the Darien Foundation, as well as speaks to what Person to Person does in the community.
For more than 20 years, the Darien Foundation has been investing in Darien, offering our town's youth, emergency services, and community organizations an avenue to pursue innovation and excellence. Collaboration with you, the members of our community, has been vital to our mission. Thank you for supporting the Darien Foundation. We are building a better Darien together.
And we are back here for the third period. Thank you, Ted, my color commentator. My other color commentator is Austin Platt from Canaan High School.
Had to make sure we were up. Don't worry.
I am Dylan Pescatore. Hopefully everyone got the stream up and is working and is listening to our three wonderful voices.
I think the DAF stream is up at the Goose right now. I think they're running a promo, 15% off for something. I can't remember the exact promotion, but if you're listening at the Goose.
Shout out. One of my favorite places.
Ad read.
It's not for a coupon, but if they want to give me a discount, here it is. So third period, 1-0 New Canaan on a Kelly Benson goal in the second. 15 minutes for Darien to tie it up. It goes back out to the point. Koo. She fans on it, and Darien will clear out. Here's Edwards. She takes on two defenders. A pass blocked by Toscano, but brought out here by New Canaan. Koo to Kroll. Kroll with some nice moves to the left side. Tries to pass it in front to O'Connell. Her pass is cut and cleared out to the neutral zone.
Too many dangles, not enough angles.
Some nice moves there by the senior. So Ted, give it to us. They got 14-15 to go. How is Darien going to tie this one up?
Honestly, Dylan, I'm not sure. New Canaan seems to have figured them out 100%. unless, in that second intermission, Jamie Tropsa drew up something magical, I think New Canaan's got this one in the bag because they've just seemed to be one step ahead of Darien. Darien had one good chance with Brown, and she put it left of the post, and that's been about it all game. So I would hope that Darien tries something different, maybe tries some more screens, a little more blue line action, but New Canaan just has the grasp on this game right now.
Lexi Tully over to Cloud. Canaan playing some great defense. Great defense played by both teams. The only goal scored really wasn't, you can't really blame anyone because there were so many bodies in the slot. It just ended up on the stick of Benson, and she potted it for the Rams, putting them up 1-0 as Darien goes for the change. Tully behind her own net.
I think if Darien can catch New Canaan on a change, which they haven't really been able to do, New Canaan's been doing a very good job about that, they might be able to get a good opportunity. But other than that, like I said earlier, New Canaan's just inside and out. They know this team, and I guess it helps when, you play them 2 times.
There's Brown. Now Edwards. Edwards to the slot. Got her stick lifted. What a play by Tully. She had a wide open shot in the slot. Edwards did, and Tully just tied her up. Now here's Maggie Bellissimo. Goes behind her own net. Throws it in front to Edwards. Now back to Bellissimo. No room on that short side.
Great play there by Caitlin Tully, taking one out of her younger sister's book, defensive mind, and here she goes on the other end.
Tully once again on one-on-one. Tries to go to the outside. Now back to the inside. Back to the outside. She ran out of room. Clark on D, playing very well for Darien. Tully behind her own net. Comes in front. Haupt makes the save, and now goes behind her once again.
Good play there by Tully, trying to do some windmill dekes, but just couldn't get there.
One too much stick work there. Should have gone to her backhand and tried to go 5-hole like she did in overtime the other night.
Courtney O'Connell behind her own net. Cycling, backed out to the point. McKenna Harden, she'll dump it on in. Grace Kroll with time. Defended by Clark. Under 12 to go here in the third. Kroll's going to try to find Harden. 3 Darien defenders on her, and they finally get out of the zone. But Harden dumps it right back in and gets New Canaan a full change. Here's the junior, Kaylee Harden, behind the net of Darien. On her backhand. Starting to circle the zone. With speed, she keeps it in at the line. Impressive stick work. Now Koo tries to take a shot. It gets blocked down. She does a great job of keeping it in the zone and preventing an odd man rush by Darien.
Yeah, Toscano was going to get ready to move the other way on a potential breakaway, but another nice job there from the freshman on defense. Both Tully and Maisie Koo, 2 of the younger sisters on this team, is going to be a hand pass called in New Canaan with exactly 11-11 to go in this one.
Make a wish. Ted's wish is that Darien catches New Canaan a line change. But of course, Ted, you got to give credit to this Darien power play. They had a great, shift on Saturday night. They had some chances in that second period power play. If they can draw one, they definitely got a shot with how much power they have on offense.
100%. They just have to draw one. New Canaan's played a very clean game, so they just have to find ways of drawing a penalty. I'm going to give a quick shout-out to our production crew. We haven't done that all game.
Of course.
On ISO is TJ Boucher. On main is Bo Hancock. On instant replay is one of the Damel twins. On directing is the other Damel twin, Will and Luke Damel. And on graphics is Braden Shank. And, of course, our advisor for tonight is Damian Andrew.
The wonderful DAF crew putting together not only this game, but, of course, the Darien boys basketball game today, which was on their channel as well. Nell Niffen enters the zone on her backhand. Looking for room, takes a shot, blockered away by Novick. Keeping Darien to the outside is New Canaan. Cloud along the left side boards. She gets it out now. Lowe will skate after it. Massey gets there just first. But New Canaan gets it on in deep. Tully in the corner. 10:15 to go here in the third. First line for Darien. Long shift for them. New Canaan trying to keep it that way as they have it deep in the Darien zone.
My prediction of Darien getting a goal within the first 5 minutes of the period is now elapsed.
Ted, I hope you're not putting any money on these bets.
No. We're not putting any money.
We're not like those degenerates that, some people made their bets last game of the goal on a certain goal closest to us. No one did that. Don't worry.
Dylan, wasn't that you?
No, I reached out to the right people, as Austin said.
Pretty sure that part of the stream cut out there, so I don't think it's ever there.
If anyone's listening. Now, Koo back out to the point. Takes a shot. It's patted away by Haupt. As Ted said, 5.5 gone in this third period. Darien along the right side boards. They get it out to Harden 6. She'll dump it right back in and go for a change.
Darien not catching them on the break. On the shifts. New Canaan's just doing a good job dumping that puck into the zone.
And as a parent raised his arm, that he was referencing the official in an icing, and that's what we have. We have a few officials on the ice and off the ice today, I guess. 9:12 left in the third period. New Canaan has an offensive zone faceoff, and they'll go with this third line of Kelly Benson, Catherine Rayer, and Grace Flato, as we have a malfunction of some sorts with the doors on the far side of the rink near the Zamboni. Of course, we're sending prayers to the longtime Darien Ice House Athletic Director, Johnny Pucks, as he works through an injury. A lot of people in the community of Darien, New Canaan came together on a GoFundMe and donated to his cause, and we're just hopeful that he can make a full recovery. Now back to action here as Benson is forechecking in the corner.
It's another Darien icing.
She throws it in front. It's loose in the slot. Darien gets a clear, but not all the way out as Benson keeps it in.
Another problem that we've seen, they just can't get it out of the zone. And if you're going to put it in there with icing, that's on you. You got to make sure that you get it out of the zone. They've been icing a lot. As a great SNL skit once said, they've been icing so much that they should open up a bakery.
I wouldn't mind going for a pastry right now, Ted. You're getting me hungry in the third. Cloud on the forecheck now for Kane. They are ruthless, not letting Darien have any free real estate here at the Darien Ice House.
I mean, look at that. They just 2 straight clears right into a New Canaan defender.
Well, here's a chance. Edwards tries to move. Great defensive play by Lowe. What we have a player down. It's McKenna Harden as she slowly gets up under her own power and is going to be escorted to the bench. She went hard into the boards.
Yeah, but credit to this New Canaan team on the forecheck. Haven't allowed Darien to get out of the zone. When they have been, it's only been an icing, which is why we really haven't seen any play on this side of the ice so far.
Chance here for Darien in the slot. Garnered away by Lexi Tully. She'll use some of that speed. Her sister behind her as she dumps it on in. Tully still with it. Some nice edge work as she stops but cannot keep it in the zone as Harden was on the other side of the ice.
That was just some swarming defense there by New Canaan. Darien had it in the slot and just immediately 3-4 New Canaan defenders just collapsed on the puck.
Need some quick passing here for Darien if they're going to need one. Courtney O'Connell to her backhand. Great defense there by Massey, knocking her off the puck. Now Raymond and Kroll come together. Over to Edwards. She has Toscano. Toscano's been very quiet in these last 2 games that we've streamed and commentated on. She's usually a very big offensive force, Ted.
She's got 9 points, 7 goals, and 2 assists. But she's been held pointless in Saturday's game and so far here today.
She gets a shot on net. Novik makes the save with her pad. Back out at the point, Massey. She'll keep it in, only for Tully to clear it down. The official says it deflected off Niffin's stick, and icing will be waved off. 7 to go here in the third. 1-0 New Canaan on a Kelly Benson goal in the second period. The puck comes squirting out to Donovan. McKenna Harden thankfully back out on the ice after a hard spill a few moments ago. Darien now try to drop pass. They do drop it. Novik saw it at the last second and got her shoulder up.
Wow.
Didn't get a lot on that little blocker help there, but just enough to get it over the crossbar and keep Darien off the board.
I mean, that was set up by Kate Bellissimo giving it,
Here's Kate again on a breakaway. Shoot, saved by Novik. It's loose in the crease. Still loose. Novik diving. No whistle yet. Still poking at it. Still loose. Another shot goes just wide. Oh my, the Blue Wave with a grade A opportunity and Bellissimo just missed.
That puck was inches from getting into the net there.
We'll take another look at it here on the replay. What a chance here for Darien. Bellissimo was in it. Donovan was in it.
Surprised they didn't blow the whistle any earlier, but this must be the 8th modern wonder of the world, how this puck did not go in the net.
Watch Bellissimo on the left side. The puck will come right to her as that play goes on, and she just misses it.
Right here, it looks like.
Point it out, Ted.
if we get there. Bellissimo on that right side of your screen. Oh, we don't have it, but Bellissimo's on that right side of your screen. That puck was going to squirt towards her, and she just missed it. So much congestion in the lane there.
Oh, she had some room, just couldn't pot it home. We're going to have a penalty.
Dylan, you were talking about this earlier. If Darien, or I guess we both were, if Darien can draw a penalty, they have a good power play unit.
It's going to be on Maddie Cloud here. The penalty is going to be on Austin. You saw it better than me. How did it go down?
Yeah, she was definitely frustrated. It looked like a bit of an interference call on the boards, and she was frustrated when that whistle was blown, slapped her stick against the ice.
Now the action picks up. 1-0 New Canaan, 5:50 to go. A shot here from Raymond is deflected, and Novik makes the save.
Whistle immediately blown there. That puck got all the way to the net, looking for a deflection. Was Darien, but they opted not to, and Novik once again saw it last minute, but as good goaltenders do, they make the saves when they need to, no matter how much of the puck they see.
I don't know if it was just our perspective or just how it happened, but it seemed like a very slow roller towards the net, trying to find someone to get it to.
Raymond throws it in front. Novik pads it away. Edwards trying for the rebound. Lowe hits it to the corner.
Right idea.
Tully tries to go to the middle. A dangerous play at that. Tully with the clear. The action is picking up, boys. Pressure mounting for both teams. The PK for New Canaan looking to stay perfect on the night. Darien looking to tie this one up as Harden with another clear. 40 seconds to go down in this Darien power play.
They got to make the most of their opportunity here. We've seen what, 2 penalties, 3 penalties all game. They're not going to get another opportunity like this. They have to make it count.
A final 5. Under 5 to go. Bellissimo in the corner. Looking to pass it. She does to Donovan below the net. In front, Novik paddled it away. Back to Donovan. Now to Stein at the point. Takes the shot. Novik bats it down. Rebound. Oh, off the side of the net goes Bellissimo.
She's had tons of opportunities, just inches. Game of inches.
Stein over to Bellissimo. Takes the shot. Blocked away by O'Connell, and she'll clear down.
It's the best Darien's played all night, really. Getting shots on net. Novik's had to make plenty of saves, but a huge chance there for Bellissimo, but it went just off the side of the cage.
Here's Kate on the backhand. They caught New Canaan to change. Back out to Stein. Try to go Bellissimo. It goes down to Donovan. Now tries to go back at the point, kept in by Stein. Kroll on defense. Saucer pass over to Maggie Bellissimo. Takes the shot. It goes high and wide. Her sister will gain it in the corner. Over to Stein, has some room. Back over to Kate. Out of the box is New Canaan. A shot here goes just wide of Novik. 3:40 left in the third. Lexi Tully tries to get it out and does. Here's a chance. Cloud taking on 1-on-2. Cloud to her forehand, loses control, but gets it deep to the corner.
That was one of the similar goals New Canaan scored in that first goal on Saturday. Tully came fresh out of the box and scored, and that's what Cloud tried to do right there.
Koo tried a shot, it got blocked away. McKenna Harden to the neutral zone, picked up by Niffen.
Dylan, credit where credit is due. This New Canaan PK unit has been on fire recently with these last 2. There has been so many shots on that, especially in that last power play. And with Niffen, Bellissimo, and Bellissimo out there, they did a great job.
Tully with a shot. That was a riser, but just went wide to the short side. She's been on fire these last 2 games. Tried to throw it in front to Cloud. It got to Haupt, but she makes the save. 2:49 left in the third, and action has picked up on both sides. As you were saying, Ted, Austin, what did you see on that New Canaan power play that kept Darien to the outside?
That's what they do, and then you have to make sure you have it in the box. And, of course, with all these shots coming in and Darien trying to get people in front of the net, you want to make sure there are no second-chance opportunities. Allowed them to play it around the boards, but make sure there's nothing in front. And Novik did everything she could to keep the puck out of the net, and somehow this game is still 1-0.
Flato puts it back in. Coach Bulin trusting his third line here of Benson, Rayer, and Flato. Here's Edwards walking in, takes the shot. Novik makes the save. She's been perfect all night and needs 226 more of perfection for New Canaan to win this one.
I don't know what other words we could just use to describe her tonight. Great, perfect.
A little bit lucky on that Bellissimo chance.
A little bit lucky. But, you know, every great goalie has some sort of luck on their side. Novak has been absolutely amazing in between the pipes tonight.
Harden takes a shot. Haupt with the cover. 2:15 now. Look for Darien to pull their goalie as time goes down if they have possession in the New Canaan defensive zone.
Yeah, at this point, this is where both coaches will say no icing. Make sure to keep the puck in your own zone, especially if you're Darien. You got to gain some possession if you want to pull your netminder and Haupt.
This is where the New Canaan forecheck is going to be tested here. Can they go to work? They win the faceoff, a big one at that. Kroll gets credit for that faceoff win. Now she's battling in the corner. We are at the 2-minute mark of the third. Niffin along the left side. Toss it to the middle. Great stick there by Koo. Courtney O'Connell to her backhand with speed. Darien just cannot get any possession, and that neutral zone has been controlled by the Rams all day long. There's another giveaway by the Blue Wave.
Neutral zone, not so neutral. It's been all New Canaan all day long.
Icing there by McKenna Harden, 1:38 left. It will go to the New Canaan defensive zone. Quick question, both of you guys. Do you think they should pull Haupt right now?
Yeah, if you win the faceoff, you have to. Usually you want around that minute 15, minute 30 mark, and here we are with 98 seconds to go. McKenna Harden there should have skated up just a little bit, had a bit more ice, and then she could have dumped the puck in without being icing. And of course, Darien's going to call a timeout.
You know, Dylan, if I were Jamie Tropsa here, but I'm not, and please don't take this super seriously as I am not a hockey coach with tons of years of experience, I wouldn't pull Haupt here. You still got a minute 38. Darien's got a ton of chances, especially in this offensive zone that they're in right now. If they can win the faceoff, I think it really all depends if they can win the faceoff. If they win the faceoff here, you're still in a great chance, especially if you have that line of Bellissimo, Niffin, and Donovan. And if they eventually do pull the goalie, put in another goal scorer. Put in Toscano. She's got 7. Put in Raymond. She's got 5. Again, I'm not Jamie Tropsa. I don't know what's going through his mind right now. He probably called the timeout, maybe to plan some strategy, maybe to say that we're going to pull the goalie at X amount of minutes or X amount of seconds. But again, I mean, it's a tough call.
So many chances on both ends. Only one ending up in a goal in the second period with Kelly Benson potting one for New Canaan. And now Darien has 98 seconds to pot one themselves. They will pull Claire Haupt.
Guess I was wrong. Guess I am.
Yet they have 5 on the ice.
Yeah,
referee's counting.
There we go. There's a 6th player. Someone didn't do their math homework, but there you go. Big
Donovan
face-off
comes
here.
on. Raymond, Donovan, Niffin, Bellissimo, and the 2D are Stein and Maggie Bellissimo. Tully trying to get out. She does. She has an empty net. Tully gets tripped down. No call. Fans irate in the stands as Darien takes it with Maggie Bellissimo.
They're up 1.
Lowe trying to get it out.
I'm the Rams fan, and I get it. No call, but you're up 1.
Stein, her shot deflected over the net. 1:10 to go. Kate Bellissimo over to Maggie. Back to Kate. Point. Stein shooting just wide. Kate tries to throw it in front. Loose in the slide and cleared by Tuffy.
Here we go. This is it, boys.
Under a minute to go. 53 seconds. Niffin. A good backhanded pass to Kate Bellissimo. She'll move on in. She has space in front. Pass deflected off the stick of McKenna Harden. Grace Kroll fighting for it along with Courtney O'Connell. She'll clear it down just wide to the right of the net. And with 33.1 seconds, Darien will have another opportunity in the New Canaan defensive zone to win a faceoff and score.
Oh, sorry.
Darien's done a good job here. Of course, won that first faceoff, gotten pucks on net. I'm surprised maybe Coach Buellen wouldn't call a timeout here.
Face-off won by New Canaan. Behind the net is Donovan. Try to wrap around. Hit the skate of Novick. McKenna Harden on her backhand. Trying to get out herself. She fails at that. Maggie Bellissimo. Kroll to get it out. And now it's a race between Kaylee Harden and CC Stein. Harden and Stein battle for it. 11 to go. trying to take up time. Darien, last opportunity. Here's a 2-on-1. A pass across. Back. Oh, and what a clear by Kaylee Harden, and that'll do it. Blythe Novick shuts out the Blue Wave on this Tuesday night. 1-0 your score in an action-packed thriller of a third.
Darien had the opportunity in the last couple of seconds. They had it right on their sticks. Unfortunately, I think it was Donovan. She just couldn't handle the pass from Bellissimo. And you saw Bellissimo down there. She was upset, as she rightfully should. She had a great pass to Donovan. Maybe a little too much heat on it. And, you know, if you're Darien, don't hang your head on that. It was a tough pass. It was going to be a tough way to score on Novick. She's been outstanding all night, not letting in a single goal. But if you had told me on Saturday we were going to see a 1-0 ending in regulation, I don't think I would have believed you.
Austin, you called it. 1-0 was your prediction, and it happened. Kelly Benson was that one for New Canaan. And we talked about not the star players for New Canaan showing up every game. And in the big games, it wasn't. It was Caitlin Tully. Tonight, it was Kelly Benson. But one rock they stood behind tonight, Blythe Novick.
That's so big. Novick, I believe that's her 10th win all-time against Darien in her 4-year career, and hoping that's not her last, assuming that these two teams will face off in the FCAC championship. But this is one heck of a game. Clearly the two best teams. Wasn't the cleanest hockey. We didn't see too many opportunities, but in the first two games there were a couple sloppy starts on both ends, and this is the third game, the rubber match, and deservedly so. New Canaan comes out as the victors, and now the target is on their back. Last year, New Canaan was the 1 seed. Darien won it all as the 2, and this year, Darien's going to be the 1, and right now, New Canaan's probably the favorite to come out of it as the 2 seed.
Just trying to comprehend that third. So many chances on either end. Ted, Darien taking 2 losses now in a matter of 3 days. They do have a few games before playoffs do start on Saturday. If I'm aware, Austin, tell us the playoff schedule.
I believe it's Monday. Surprisingly, they already came out. The FCAC algorithm is more confusing than anything we can ever imagine.
Almost more confusing than COVID.
Nearly, or maybe why Darien didn't have 6 skaters on the ice when they pulled their goalie. But the quarterfinals will begin on Monday. I believe the last games are on Friday, and Darien plays Greenwich as part of it. And there'll be quarterfinals. All 8 teams in the FCAC will play. Darien is the 1, New Canaan's the 2. They'll play at 6 and 8:15 respectively, and we assume both those games will be streamed on our respective networks.
Darien will face Ridgefield Danbury. New Canaan will face Fairfield Co-op. Ted, last thoughts before we sign off.
Look, if you're Darien, you lost 2 close games to a very, very good team. 4-3 in OT in the last one, and we saw that they could dig themselves out of a hole. They dug themselves out of a 2-0 hole and got a 3-2 lead. And in this one, they had the opportunities. They just couldn't convert. And conversion is the name of the game. And, you know, it's a matter of inches. And, I mean, we all saw that Bellissimo one. She was got to be less than an inch away.
Just nuts. And without every chance that Darien had, you know, Maisie Koo pinching with 8 to go, and Darien getting that 2-on-1. So many chances, yet only one went into the net. That'll do it for us here on this Tuesday night at the Darien Ice House. Dylan Pescator, Ted Brennan, Austin Platt. What a night. New Canaan, Darien giving us another classic. Let's sign off our sponsors and our collaborative effort between NCTV and DAF Media, of course. We want to shout out our Goose members, of course. Maybe they want to hit me up with a coupon. I love going there. One of the best burgers in the Fairfield County.
Oh, they want to give it to a New Canaan kid.
All right, never mind. Okay, burger. All right, this is being simulcast to NCTV and the DAF Media Network. And, of course, DAF Media is a joint venture between the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. Ted, who was on the crew tonight?
And I'll give one final shout out to the Damo twins, Luke and Will. Luke doing instant replay, Will doing directing. I finally got their names correct. Pretty proud of myself for that. Braden Shank on graphics, Bo Hancock on our main camera, TJ Boucher on ISO camera, his first hockey game of the year. They all did such a great job, and of course, we got Dylan Pescator, Austin Platt from NCTV, the 2 Goonies up here, Damon Andrew, our advisor. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Signing off.
The Darien boys basketball team will face off against Harding, the 3rd game in the midst of a 4-game homestand to end the regular season. Thursday, 4:30, DAF Media Network.